Welcome to Behind the Episode. We decided to do this thing where for every episode we're just going to talk a bit about it because it's legit 10 years of our lives. I'm here with, saying I completely...
No, I don't need an
off.
introduction. It's fine. 10 years is crazy, huh?
10 years is insane. Yeah.
I remember I read your first script when we were in what, 9th grade, right?
Yeah.
And that was pretty bad when I read it.
But you came in and saved it. I'm not going to lie.
No one knows this, but we spent like hours of our lives on weekends just like sitting in a pool, so basically doing like what 40-year-olds dream of. Where we used to just go and like chill in the lazy river, be like, God, it would be cool if Kyber dismembered this person. And it's weird to think that now, like 7 years after the fact, we've actually kind of gotten to a point where a lot of those like fragmented pieces that we had like little code names for as 14-year-olds kind of have made it into our like new version of storytelling now.
The only question is, are you in or are you out?
So everyone's scared now because the last scene of season 3 was basically Kyber's introduction. And we do this little recap thing to kind of get everyone up to speed, to show that it's been a journey. And we kind of glorify that with like some epic music and everything. And then the first scene, basically Sam and Tim, it's a 5-minute conversation. It's a dialogue sequence.
Yeah, it's a pretty long scene. Normally our conversation scenes are kind of shorter, but it's a fairly long kind of time spent with each character, and I think it's so cool to have someone like Surreal on board, who is
great actor.
2021. We filmed some very cool, important scenes together. It's so cool to see like he's still that good, and he's still, you know,
he's better even.
Yeah, he's still like that. He just looks a little different.
But yeah, this 5-minute conversation at the beginning of the episode is to set up that this is the finale. This is it, and it's also to kind of understand where everyone is. Like, we know now Riley is a secret agent. We know Evan has lost his hand, and we don't know where he is, but he's mentioned in this episode. But the most important beat of the scene is that you're back. That's so important for Tim because he's been on this character arc that is against killing, but now he has to put himself into this mission, and he's convinced to do it because of Mark's involvement.
But Mark is such a fun character, and obviously I'm always going to be protective of him. But one of the things about Mark why he's special to me is I think he is like a really kind of flawed person.
Yeah.
Which is so fun to play as an actor. He's one of the few characters in the show that you can tell like he cares about how he looks. Like you can tell, you know, his presentation's important.
He probably smells good too, you know what I'm saying?
No, it's cool. It's cool to see Mark kind of back into the action.
Yeah.
And, you know, obviously for me, I've been kind of on the sideline, just kind of writing and, you know, overseeing, kind of producing. So it's fun to kind of be like a main character again, like the old days. Obviously, we have been very, very close for a long time.
Yeah.
And so I think when those characters interact, it's kind of like...
It's genuine.
It's like 50-50 Mark and Tim. But I think also it's like the other 50 is kind of like Zayn and Kelly.
Yeah, but we have to act serious. It's Zayn and Kelly acting serious.
100%. It's like Zayn and Kelly in like a World War Z situation. When those characters see each other after a really long time, I mean, that can be weird to play.
We hadn't seen each other years.
Yeah, we hadn't seen each other in literally like I think it would have been a year. You know, Tim has a lot of weird relationships. I mean,
with Riley, not to mention, holy crap, I don't even know what's going on there.
Tim's a bit of a slow burner, but I don't know. He has I think he has game for sure. I think the eye patch does it for girls, I'd assume. Talk to me about Sarah.
Yeah, well, she's a really mysterious character because she was actually a recast. But that's
because who was the original actress?
It was actually Mario, but then I killed him off. Then it was Keira, but then we killed her off because she moved to London. But this gave like the actual perfect storyline to have a psychotic kind of character who knew all these prior characters, who lost her sister, lost her best friend, and now she has to take on the identity of her best friend. And
is she trained though? What's the like? I feel like she can fight, no?
Well, she does have a femur that electrifies. Without spoiling, she's OP as fuck.
She clipped poor Tommy in the chest.
Yeah. I premiered the first episode in a cinema with a bunch of friends and stuff, and people said that they loved our dynamic duo thing, which is more prominent obviously in episode 2 and going forward from there. But yeah, that's a thing that we fully lean on.
Yeah, and I think it's really cool because, you know, our original plan was that, you know, these kind of two characters would anchor two very different stories in two different countries.
Yeah.
And so obviously we didn't get to do that exactly, but it's cool to just see them on screen, and, you know, we've built up so much of it, and, you know, they've been so separated. It's so cool that, you know, we have 7 episodes left, and I feel like each week is just a banger episode now. We've set up stuff for 3 seasons, so now it's just like payoff,
Exactly.
action sequence.
Legit.
And so yeah, we hope you guys as the audience kind of gets to feel like the stakes, because I mean they're bigger than ever.
So stay tuned for the next podcast thingies. I don't know if we should even call it a podcast. I mean, it is a podcast for us, but I don't even
It's
know how
kinda
it's
just-
going to be edited. But
Kind of just us rambling,
Yeah.
honestly. I'm so sorry, guys. I'm so sorry. There's too much shit to talk about. But anyways, guys, thank you so much for watching, for listening, and we will see you guys next episode. All right, thank you so much, guys. See ya.